In this part 2, we are going to explore the magic of AI visual tools such as Midjourney, DALL-E 2, and how to use it in your web design workflow. As a bonus, I'm going to show you how to create a Web3 app using AI without writing a single line of code. Let's get started.
That's effing sweet.
So I like to start with a little summary of what we're going to overview today. So I title it AI Visual Tools. We are going to overflow two main tools that I include in my workflow, in my web design workflow. The first one, for like 70% of the workflow, is Midjourney. So in this Midjourney part, I will introduce a bit for the one that doesn't know Midjourney well. I will introduce what is it, how it works and stuff. We are going then to like see a little case study, how to iterate, find your style. And I will give you some insights with how to generate like good prompts to have the better render, what you really have in mind. Because that's the problem with these tools. Sometimes you have something really crazy, creative in mind, but it doesn't go well with the software because there is a lack of understanding from the software, the way you write and stuff. So we will see how to be the more clear possible. And another topic that was asked also is that it's super cool. You can generate super creative ideas with Midjourney, but sometimes when you want to create, I don't know, like a set of icons for a site that needs to be all the same style, it's kind of tricky to have the exact same style for everything. So I will show you how I do that. In the second part, we are going to overview DALL-E 2, which is a little tool from the OpenAI family, so the same company that I've created ChatGPT. And I mostly use this tool as complementary because, in my opinion, it's not as good as the first one to generate image from scratch, but to iterate and edit images, it's really powerful. And as a little bonus, I'm going to show you how we can create like a Web3 app on the top of our Webflow site really quickly and really simply. Midjourney is a tool that allows you to create images from a prompt. So a text, a phrase, something you write. The current product is based on Discord. So basically it's like you're on Discord and you want to write to your friend, but instead of writing to your friend, you write to the Midjourney bot. For the one that never used it before, you have to type like a little slash and then write imagine, and it opens this little box. And so if I just type simple thing, a rabbit in a field in the mountain. So you will see that the Midjourney bot is like processing the task. 5 minutes later. So you have different levels of speed on Midjourney that comes with free or paid plans. When you're on paid plan, it goes like a bit faster. But generally you can see that in less than 30 seconds, it generates something. And I like to see, the progress of the image. You can see the layers added on the top of each other. That's something that looks cool. So 93, and here we are. So it creates a set of images like this. So we have a rabbit in a field with mountains in the background. And from this, Midjourney gives you control on the results that have been created here. So you can, the letter U is for enlarge. So you have 4 images, image 1, 2, 3, 4. If you enlarge the image 1, it will make this image bigger so you can reuse it on your website or on any places. And if you click on V is for variant. So it will just take the image that you like better and it will create a variant of it. It was just a quick introduction to show you the interface and how it works. Now a bit of history. And with AI, history goes quite fast. As you can see here, we have 2 images. The prompt that has been used to create these 2 images is exactly the same. It's the same. But the first one has been created in October 22 and the second in January 23. So in like 3 months, you can see the difference in the level of details and in the way that Midjourney has been improving. So I explained to you how it works on the interface, but as Webflow people, creative, I think we like to see how things work in the background. All these AI, you know, when we talk with them, the developers have been working hard for us to feel that the AI is just super smart and you can ask anything and it just works. But I like to see how does it work in the background. So at the heart of the process, you have the prompt. The prompt is what we have been writing, the rabbit in the mountain. And around that, there are different dimensions, exactly 6, that enter in the equation when Midjourney generates something. So I think it's one of the more common feature, and for the art amateur, it's like a super cool feature. You can generate like a rabbit in a field in the style of Pablo Picasso, for example. So you can tag an artist, and Midjourney will catch the style of the artist and just create an image using that style. You can create effects. You can use camera lens, and that's a feature I recently discovered. If you're passionate about pictures and you used to use like specific setup for your lens and specific effect of blur, Gaussian, portrait picture, and all of this, you can replicate the camera lens from like a Sony device, for example. So that's really powerful to generate like real looking images. So you can create a theme. A theme can be like, as we illustrated, the rabbit in the mountain. So you give like, you know, a bit of colors, context, the environment, the landscape around. The resolution of the images, you can generate like HD image, 4K, 8K, up to like, you can go really up on this. I never try, to be honest, on the top of like higher than 8K. I don't feel the necessity of it, but it's really flexible. And the rendering. So for the rendering, you can target different formats on Midjourney and generate like square images or landscape, 16:9. That's really flexible. So that's how it works in the background. So give as much details and description as possible. I have 3 examples here. So it's based on Midjourney, and I just wrote like a simple prompt, a computer from the 90s. So we can see that Midjourney generated this set of 4 vintage computers. So it's not on a desk, it's not on a table, it's just on a background, like would render like a 3D artifact, for example. If I give a bit more context and I tell him a 90s computer on a desk in front of a window with jungle view, you can see the difference from the 2 images. You can see that here the environment is a lot more detailed with what I've been writing. And for the third one, which is like the more complicated, precise, descriptive one, we have like this super cool result. I wrote the same, a 90s computer on a desk in front of a window with the jungle view by Frida Kahlo. So the AI is taking the style of the artist, and I added like a little parameter. I will show you like parameters after. There is like a bunch of thousands of parameters you can apply to it, and that's really cool because you don't even have to remember it. I will show you a little cheat sheet. And here at the end, I'm just specifying the aspect ratio of the image I want. So you can see here that by default, it's like a square format. Here, I wanted like an image for an hero section, for example. So it's 16:9. And we have this really cool result that looks like made by Frida Kahlo. Another example and use case I used to use is to create background patterns. So you will tell me, hey, Matthis, like your 90s computer with Frida Kahlo style is really cool. But on my current like client project, I don't feel the necessity of it. And it's normal because a lot of clients already have like a brand setup and everything. So what I like to do also with AI is creating more abstract things that you can easily put on a background, use as an image inside of a card to illustrate an article, a feature or something. And the keyword pattern is really cool in Midjourney because you can make really special and creative things. In this example, I like, you know, this metallic feeling and this gradient move. So I found a prompt. You can, feel free to reuse all the prompts that we have here. Take screenshots, and reuse it on your own to see how it looks. So in this case, we have generated a background with, so the variant here is color. You can put blue, pink, red, whatever you want. Iridescent material. So here we are specifying a specific material, and you can see that we have the same feeling of the material on all of these assets, but the color and the light is moving a bit. So as I told you, there are like thousands of settings that you can use to make your image look as you want. But it's like coding, you know. I don't know a developer that knows all the formula JavaScript functions that he would use to build something. Generally, you just look on Stack Overflow or on Google and you find the answer and you apply it and then you memorize it and you reuse it. That's generally the process. So for image generation, it's kind of the same. I discovered this prompt maker, which is really cool, and I'm going to show you why. And I'm just going to grab quickly this prompt and play with it inside of the prompt builder. To show you what kind of settings we can apply to it. So first, we are going to add like the prompt here. Generate a futuristic real image of a Renaissance landscape showing a luxury tourism spaceship. We're going to remove the red. With people waiting to onboard. So this is the baseline of our prompt. This is the human part. This is what you have to think about, play with, and then you can apply some styles. So the good part about this prompt generator is like you have a lot of settings that comes on the way, and we will just go through some of them because you will see that there are a lot. So first, base image for details and style. We can use like a face, a sphere, or a landscape. In this example, landscape works well. Here you can see that we can have like details heading here, art, medium, camera, color, dimensionality, display, geometry, intangibles, lighting, material. There are a lot of settings. And if I open one of those boxes, we have another tab line with other stuff. And we can play, for example, with types. And here you have a lot of settings. They're all the settings that are understood by Midjourney. So yeah, you can play. And let's say we're going to say ultra bright. We want to save this light setting. So I just hit the plus and it will be added to the prompt. I don't need light anymore. I'm not going to mimic the style of an artist, but you can see that you can even like mimic the style of Assassin's Creed, Claude Monet, Frida Kahlo that we saw before, and a lot of cool things from existing artists. Midjourney parameters. Here you can apply some advanced settings to the image as the realism of the picture, the quality of it, and everything. I will let you play with that. We're not going to go a lot deeper into this because it's a bit more technical, and generally when you play with that, you don't have from the first time like the best results. But one kind of settings that I used to play with is the stylized one. Basically, higher is the number, higher is the stylization, the details and everything. I generally let it on 2500, which is pretty cool with the last version of Midjourney. Cool. Image size 16 by 9. 16 by 9 is cool. You can use it on the hero section. And then we can copy the prompt. So just hitting the copy to clipboard button and paste it here. Hit enter. Ta-da-da. Wow. That's kind of cool. I like that. So if we reread the prompt again, a futuristic real image of a Renaissance landscape showing a luxury tourism spaceship with people waiting to onboard. I like that. Just to show you a bit more examples, and I will just scroll through it. and show you the results. So here I've been a bit more specific. I ask images of this spaceship, Renaissance spaceship cockpit. So the inside. I would like my house to be like this. Look at that. Look at this level of detail. It looks almost like an airport, but with a strange plane on the parking. Okay, cool. Guys, I invite you to play a lot with this prompt generating tool. The funny thing about all these tools, I see this tool as the Webflow for AI. Like before Webflow, I didn't know about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and now I kind of understand JavaScript and I know well HTML and CSS. And with this prompt generator, I've started from doing everything on this generator, and now I can write some things because I remember what the prompt generator did before. So you start to learn good practice on the way, and yeah, you learn from it. That's super cool. So next part is keeping your style while creating variation. So as you can see on all the images I show you, you keep the same style. You have the feeling that if we put all these images on the same site, it will not look like awkward. It will be like all in the same style vibe. And that's pretty straightforward. The main hack to do that is to keep the same prompt and just change the object or the focus that you wanna switch. I give you an example here with different assets. So I wanted to develop like a set of icons that look like Web3, 3D metallic vibe, you know, and I just find out this prompt. So an icon of in metallic material, 3D render isometric perspective in the style of vaporwave, dark background, muted colors. And I can put anything between these two brackets inside of the prompt, and the style will stay the same. So I can generate a coin, I can generate a computer, I can generate a house, a monkey, a unicorn, a jaguar, whatever, it will look the same. So just keep this in mind. Keep the same prompt when you want to generate variations of the same one, just change the object, but keep the style, perspective, colors, everything. So it works for icons, the consistency thing for variation. It also works for landscape. So this is an image set I've been realizing with Midjourney, and I've tried different scene. So in this case, it's not an object, it's more the scene that you will switch. In this case here, you will put in the center of the prompt more like the human. And here it's more like the landscape, like a base. You describe a place more than a human. But you can see the level of details, and yeah, that's kind of cool. Let me show you something. So first session, I've shown you my portfolio and this cool AI generated shot. I generated this image with the iOS app Lensa. I think a lot of people have heard about this. You can generate for $5 like a set of 100 images that are pretty cool. But the main problem I had with that was that the shoulders on this image were cutted. So I was like, I have a super cool image, but the shoulders are cutted. And as I wanted to put it in the middle of my header section, it was not looking good, you know. This image would look great if we circle it, for example, on a profile picture, but on a hero section shot like this, it just didn't work. So I use DALL-E. And on DALL-E, you have the ability to import an image and create an extension of this image. That's what I've been doing here. So in DALL-E 2, I've been creating like a generation frame. So you put the generation frame, under the image, you prompt it, and DALL-E 2 will generate an extension of your image that works with the input images. So the result is here. I had the original images with the shoulders cutted, and wow, here it just recreated one shoulder. And then you have to be a bit creative. You remove the background from this picture, because the only thing that you're interested by is the shoulder. So here you can see I have like a right shoulder, and then the only thing you have to do is, so the original image is like this, and you just flip it and you drop it on the top, and look at that, it's perfect. I have two big cosmonaut shoulders that I've been using here. So yeah, DALL-E 2 is really good for editing existing images. That's a use case I really recommend. If you create images on Midjourney, a portrait, whatever, this AI avatar stuff is really famous. So if you generate your avatar and you have this frustration about something is cut, you want to like put your avatar in the middle of a landscape or something, use DALL-E 2 for that. He is really good at it. Cool. We arrive on the bonus part, and that's a funny thing. So yeah, I've been this weekend like playing and geeking out a bit with these tools, and I was like, okay, we had this cool idea about Orbis Aureus, which is the brand of space travel Renaissance style we have been creating in the last session, and I wanted to give like a bit more, like another layer to this stuff. I could just do a Webflow build and put an image in the background and show you that it looks cool. But I think ChatGPT in this case, this is a little bonus. I think you guys understand I love ChatGPT. My girlfriend needs to worry about that maybe. So there is like a cool thing about ChatGPT is that you can literally like do crazy technical things. And so the little bonus is that I was able to create a Web3 application on the top of Webflow in 1 hour using ChatGPT. So what we want here, let's say that Orbis Aureus is a company that only allow the people that own their NFT to access the registration list to go inside of a travel in the space, a space travel. So I want to allow the Orbis Aureus NFT holders only to be able to subscribe to the waiting list, to the first travel in the space with marble on the floor. We create a logic path with JS and ChatGPT to connect the user's crypto wallet to the site. And then we redirect the user that owned the NFT. So basically the little script is checking if the NFT is inside of the wallet of the user. And if the NFT is inside of the wallet of the user, the Webflow page URL change, and the user is redirected to the proper form page where he can just get registered and join the waitlist. Okay, that's it for it. I'm going to show you how that works because it was crazy to build. So we've talked quite a bit, but I just want to show you the initial request. I want to allow the visitors of my Webflow site to connect their crypto wallet on their Webflow website when they click on a button I made inside of Webflow. It should open MetaMask wallet and display open a specific page based on if they have a specific NFT in their wallet, open another page if they don't have this NFT inside of it. So I will pass you all the details and I will show you directly how it looks like here. So I've been quickly rebuilding the section that we have on Figma inside of Webflow. And I've been importing the script made by ChatGPT. And I've been copying this code, pasting this code inside of the custom code of the site. So something I love about ChatGPT is always when you write a script, he explains you what's going on, like what is he doing and stuff. So this little script of 60 lines is actually doing something really cool that you cannot do natively on Webflow, which is interacting live with a crypto wallet. So here is the live page and quick demo. Up. So I have Trust Wallet connected, and I will just hit the button Connect Wallet, and I have this little pop-up that appear. The wallet is recognizing my Webflow website, and ask me for authorization. If I authorize the site to synchronize information with the wallet, I allows it, connect. And you can see here that he put the inside of Webflow, the ID of my crypto wallet. So the ID is correct. This is my ID, the wallet of my idea. And because I have the wallet inside, because I don't have the wallet inside of this NFT, it redirects me to the page, doesn't have NFT, buy the NFT to get registered. So I didn't create like a real NFT for that, but it was just to show you that with ChatGPT, you can involve JavaScript, Web3 application, and create workflow like this without knowing how to write a single line of code. And I think that's pretty cool. And if I had the proper NFT, I would have been redirected to this page. You own the NFT, and then the user would have been able to submit to the form and join the waitlist. But because he doesn't have the NFT, because I don't have the NFT in this case, it doesn't work. Thank you for watching, guys. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Ciao.